The American Association of University Women, founded in 1881, advances equity for women and girls through advocacy, education, philanthropy, and research. The Salem Branch was founded in Lausanne Hall, Willamette University campus on October 21, 1922. Our oral history project is a record of our lifetime members who worked tirelessly for over 50 years to make women and girls a priority. They kept our branch going and thriving. They came before us and led the way. We are honored to present the stories and reflections of Evelyn Smith-Lorence.
My name is Evelyn Smith-Lorence, and I was born in Kentucky, in western Kentucky, I was born actually in 1934 in the middle of the Great Depression, and the opportunity for girls particularly to go to college depended upon getting a scholarship and working. And my grandmother taught me to read when I was about 4 years old. She had been a teacher. And I guess I grew up thinking that education was extremely important. I was the valedictorian of my high school class and received a full tuition scholarship to Bethel Woman's College in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And they had a saying that they produced scholars and ladies, not necessarily in that order. And while I was there, I worked in the office at Winthrop that I became acquainted with AAUW. The head of the department invited me to go to the first meeting of that year, and I joined at that meeting, and I've been a member ever since. So I guess you might say I am a 55-year-old, no, wait a minute, I'm a 55-year life member of AAUW. I'm a little bit older. I was married to Dr. Edgar H. Smith, who was the head of the music department at Western Oregon University. It was called OCE at that time. And I was offered and accepted a position as a part-time faculty member there, teaching the nutrition courses. He had started a fine arts series in music and art and so forth, and dance. And I wanted that to continue, and so I asked if we could have a concert, since he had used people from the Oregon Symphony in part-time positions teaching at Western. I wanted us to have the Oregon Symphony for a performance which I would underwrite. And they said, oh, just let us name the series in his honor, and we'd like for you to serve as the honorary chair for that. And so I really spent a lot of my social life after that time involved with helping with promoting that. And we had always given a scholarship to music school students in the music department, and I continued doing that on my own. Women at the penitentiary, involving mothers who were inmates with their children in cultural types of projects, and also to make it easier for them to, for the children to stay in touch with their mothers. And they used quite a number of volunteers with that program as well. I was always very interested in the interest groups because this gave you a social opportunity to get to know the members in your branch. But I think through the years, AAUW has become more political in trying to help women gain equality in the workforce. And I've always supported the Eleanor Roosevelt project, and because I was interested in research and teaching research particularly. And I really am happy to see that women are being able to take positions of importance in their community that we didn't have in earlier times. In the 50s, you had the opportunity to be a nurse, a teacher, or a secretary, and hopefully you were the secretary in a good position. And I felt that during that period of time, women actually didn't know what men were making, and they did not negotiate their contracts to their own advantage. And I learned a lot as a businesswoman when I became the token woman on a bank board, and they didn't expect me to be outspoken. But I guess I refused to be a token, and it was really kind of nice to be able to work on an equal level with the gentlemen in that group.
Thank you. Oh my God.